What is going on, Diablo 2 fans? Dobrunsky here, and today I'm going to be showcasing some of the new maps that you guys are going to see in Project Diablo 2 Season 2. I will say that they are very well designed. They look really cool. There's a lot of different concepts. Some are sort of narrow corridors, others more open concepts, and of course, different monster types and immunities for like a cold, lightning, or fire build, or even melee, so it should make the endgame grind of Season 2 a lot better than Season 1, and it was really good in Season 1, so it should be a really exciting video. I do hope you guys enjoy it. Quick reminder for those that don't know, I have been streaming the beta of PD2 live on Twitch, so if you guys want to catch some of that content or some of the ladder reset this Friday, you can always hit me up with a follow. Link for my channel is of course in the description below. Any follows would be very much appreciated. But guys, hope you enjoy this video. Let's jump in. So the first map that I want to show off is the Tomb of Zoltun. This is a tier 3 map. Just has sort of the feel and vibe of the Talrasha tombs, just narrow corridors. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of cold immunes, so I think it would be a good area for a cold sorceress. Gonna run into the odd one here, like these Doom Beasts. Oh, we need a physical too. So a lot of these maps I think are geared towards group play, not entirely solo, but definitely a really cool looking map, like the Talrasha tomb vibe with really, really narrow corridors. So the next map is the Bastion Keep. This is a tier 1 map. Again, sort of your Act 5 vibe. Narrow corridors. Some cool poppables. And just different assorted Act 5 monsters and champions. Again, really cool theme, vibe. Well designed, like trees on the side here. And you're just basically like working your way through these corridors, kind of like funneled through. Really cool tier 1 map. So the next map is the Sewers of Harragoth. This is a really cool map. I'm not actually a big fan of this area in LOD, but it's got that, you know, vibe of when you go down to get the brain, the eye, that kind of thing. Really cool feel to it. Again, narrow corridor. Tier 3 map. Doesn't look like there's a lot of cold immunes. There's a few poison immunes. Interesting monster choice though, with those grotesque worms. And then the Marauders. Another pretty cool map. Seems like it's a good area for a cold sorceress. Doesn't look like there's too much in the way of cold immunities. The Throne of Insanity I think is one of the coolest looking maps. I really like this red and gray tile. This is of course another tier 3 map. I'm not sure which maps were designed by Senpai and his team and which were designed with that competition of like trying to submit your own map. This is just a really cool like Worlds Don't Keep theme. And I like how it's got the red tile, so it's kind of like a mixture of the throne room and the Worlds Don't Keep. It's of course the Throne of Insanity. Again, a really cool map, tier 3. This is probably one of the most like artistic or stylish looking maps, if that's good wording. It's really cool there, like kind of falls off like a cave in between here. I try and teleport a little bit through it. Again, there's just so much density that trying to like teleport through these to show you guys, but you get the idea. Basically a mixture of the Worlds Don't Keep and the Throne Room all together in the same map. The next map I want to showcase is the Arreat Battlefield. So this is similar to the Bastion Keep, except for instead of kind of being like above ground with walls, you're sort of in the trenches. So this is another really cool Act 5 themed map. I must say though that I do love like the design process. I mean, it's just really cool being like down here in the trenches, like just throwing in here like the wood wagon, all that kind of thing. Just a really cool map. So there's a few cold immunes here, zombies. Trying to let my mercenary take them out. It's just a really cool theme or idea. Similar to Bastion Keep. This is a tier 2. Then you kind of just got to work your way through the trenches. The Torajan Jungle is a really cool tier 2 map, so it's basically like you're working your way through the Flare Jungle and the Great Marsh at the start of Act 3. Everybody hates Act 3, the mapping, you know, skipping the Great Marsh, all that stuff, but this is a cool visual map design. Some interesting monster choices here, like the Gargantuan or the Crushers. They're all cold immune, so I can't do too much. Try and tell everybody without getting stuck, but a lot of cool like map walls and stuff like that added. There's some cool rats. So yeah, a lot of cold immunes. Don't know how well I'm going to do here. I'll try and tell you through without getting stuck. Tons of monster density. Ooh, better get out of here. But it's a really cool looking map. I'm going to teleport back to the start. Yeah, you cannot mess around teleporting through some of these maps with the density. But yeah, very cool Act 3 kind of jungle theme with adding these sort of different walls and stuff throughout. And different rivers too, like crossing over the river past is another really cool map design. The next map that I'm going to showcase is the Blood Moon. So cool name like Blood Moor, Blood Moon. This is a tier 2 map. This appears to be a cow map, which is pretty cool. So I guess we're no longer going to farm cows. Everyone's just going to farm the Blood Moon map. But really cool. I like the design here. Like some stuff from Act 1, like the rogue encampment, kind of mixed in with a bunch of different cows. I wonder if a lot of people are going to be trying to request and farm for Blood Moon maps, because I mean, I could just easily, I have to mana pot a lot with Frozen Orb Sorceress, but I could very easily just work my way through these maps. Like, looks like there's a lot of density, but not quite as crazy as like the previous map that I showed in terms of like getting attacked. So I could see a lot of people just hitting up this cow map on steroids in Season 2. This next map, I think, is my favorite looking map of all time. It's your Act 2 Arcane Sanctuary, but there's no background, there's no like kind of space feel. It's all just very dark with a lot of different passageways of again, being Act 2 Arcane Sanctuary. Really cool looking map. There's some spaces here where you'll see, I don't think I can get to them, because there's a lot of cold immunes in this map. But you'll see like floating hieroglyphs of the Talrasha tombs. It's also wider too. You don't have those like super annoying kind of like thin corridors of the Arcane Sanctuary. I think if I choose to rock a Meteor Sorceress, Fire Sorceress, I think I'll probably spend a lot of time here just inching forward, dropping meteors, or even possibly Hydra. Yeah, just a really cool looking map, and I think out of all of them, they're all fantastic designs, but this one is my personal favorite. The second last map that I'm going to show off here is the Ancestral Trial. This is again another very cool map, the Ice Caves. This is an area that I like to farm a lot in LOD. I have farmed it a little bit in PD2. Just I've always liked the feel of the Ice Caves. Now, I'm assuming there's probably tons of cold immunes down here. Maybe not. Kind of interesting. I thought this area would be loaded with cold immunes. This is going to be a really cool map to run. Yeah, it might be a really good area for a Cold Sorceress. I know that some immunities will vary a little bit based on like map rolls and whatnot, but very cool. Ooh, look at that, long bridges, kind of covering some big rivers. Really cool map. So that's the Ancestral Trial map. So the very last map of today's video is the Cathedral of Light map. This is another tier 3 map. Has the Act 1 vibe, sort of the dark wood with all the different forests. Gonna be honest, out of all the possible maps, obviously like you're rolling different maps for variation. I totally get that. Act 1 is probably the least appealing to me. I'm assuming you can you work your way inside? Oh, look at that. Okay, that's cool. So you can work your way inside, like the catacombs. Inner cloister kind of thing. Okay, so it looks like it's a really cool, like, inner cloister map on steroids. I'm not going to clear the whole thing or teleport through the whole thing. Just to give you a little bit of an idea. But yeah, this is really cool. Starting out on the outside, like the dark wood, working your way in, the Cathedral of Light. I'm sure there's probably a cool tier map boss in here. But yeah, it's a cool design. Act 1 is still, like, kind of, like, my least design-wise that I vibe with. But another cool map, like... There's so much variation, so you can run whatever you want. It should make endgame grinding really good in Season 2. Well, guys, there you have it. That wraps up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below if you like some of the new maps or what your favorite map may actually be. But as always, if you could throw a like on this video, share it, then even consider subscribing if you're new to my channel. I post new weekly content on YouTube, and I stream twice a week on Twitch. So any follows on Twitch or subs on YouTube would be very much appreciated. Other than that, guys, hope you have a fan-frickin-tastic day, and I'll catch you on my next video or live stream. Peace out.